Okay, voices need to be off. Everyone's voice needs to be off. Thanks. Don't make me move you into an assigned seat when you're not even one of my students. That would be so sad. Okay, at the top of your paper, write solving literal equations. Okay. I want you to think about and start by solving by yourself 4x plus 3 equals 12. Okay, so I just want you to solve that. I would say that should take you maybe a minute to solve. So about 1 minute to solve that equation. Were you in my room or Miss Ellison? Yes, Friday.
Here.
Okay, then you can stay here. So solve 4x plus 3 equals 12. When you got it, put your pencil down. I'm going to solve it. Actually, I'll wait and you'll help me solve it. All right, we're gonna walk through how to solve it. So I have one variable. I have 4x plus 3 equals 12. So I want to isolate x. So what do I need to do first? Peyton?
Minus 3.
Subtract 3, perfect. From both sides. So a positive 3 minus 3 is 0. So on the left I have 4x. 12 minus 3 is 9. So I have 4x equals 9. Now I still don't have x isolated, but I need to get it isolated. What do I need to do? Yes, Carter?
Divide by 4.
Divide by 4. Okay, 4x's divided by 4 is x. 9 divided by 4, keep it as 9/4. I saw a lot of you pull out a calculator. You don't need a calculator. 9/4 is perfect. It's way easier to deal with later than 2 1/4, so just leave it as 9/4. Okay, let's do another one. Example 2, sorry. Example 2, we're going to do x over 5 minus 4 equals negative 13. When you got it, put your pencil down. This is what we're doing right now. This very moment is like first, second week of school when we just had a variable on one side. So this should be totally review. But we're going to make it more complicated in a second. Okay, so we want to get x by itself. X right now is attached to the over 5, x fifths. So what do I need to do first? Yes, Carter?
You have to add 4.
Add 4. So on the left, I just have x to the x over 5. Negative 13 plus 4 is negative 9. So now I have x over 5 equals negative 9. What's the opposite of over 5? Multiply by 5. Remember, a fraction bar just means divided by. So on the left I have x, and on the right I have negative 9 times 5, which is negative 45. Okay, so those should have been pretty simple. All right, we're going to add an element. We're going to do an equation to the left of to the right of number 1, so kind of write it the same way I do. I want you to solve this equation for x. So solve for x, and I'm going to write the equation. Heart x plus box equals smiley face. Solve it for x. You can work with someone close to you. I'm going to give you about 2 minutes. When you've got it or you get to a point where you need to stop, put your pencil down. Your pencil should not be down yet because you haven't even started. Go. Yes. That's why you have teammates. Bounce ideas.
What is smiley face minus square? There's no squares in a smiley face. I'm so confused. Nice to meet you. Do we just make up numbers for them?
You need to subtract the box from the smiley face.
There's no.
Learn how to yeah, and then.
Smiley face minus square.
Maybe it's a frowny face now.
I said it's square face. Do square face.
But you're like subtracting it, you're not adding it. I think it's a frowny face because no one wants to be square.
It's Christian, I think.
Oh.
No. Mine is okay. So the smiley face is getting a box thrown at them. So then it's frowning.
Okay, got it.
Not quite. That's not us. Senora Mills yells at Patrick this morning.
And then you divide it by your love.
And then it's a frowny face with hard eyes.
No, it's a frowny face with tears.
Oh, God.
All right, I'm going to give you about 10 more seconds. When I get to 1, I want voices off and pencils down. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Sorry. All right, so we have heart times x plus square equals smiley face. I said heart times x because I know when I have two things smooshed together, it means multiplication. Okay, so I know I want to isolate the x. So I know I want to get this part by itself. So if I had said that over here, you would have subtracted a 3. So what should I do over here?
Subtract the square.
Okay. All right. So now on the left side, I have heart x equals smiley face minus square. Can I do, can I get something?
No.
Kelby?
I said that the smiley face was getting a box thrown at them, so then they're sad. So then they're just
But they're not getting a box thrown at them, they're getting a box taken away from them.
sad.
Someone stole
Is
the
it
box.
just the face?
Since I don't know what a box and a smiley face are, I'm just going to write it like that. So I know that I'm still subtracting, but I can't get a number. I can't get, it's like when you were in probably elementary school or the beginning of algebra, learning about algebra, they said apples plus oranges or something, and you can't do apple oranges. You have an apple and an orange. Okay. All right, so I still need to get my x by itself. What do I need to do? Divide by the heart. Aw, so sad.
That's what I needed in front of face.
So, you guys, the talking isn't going to help you be successful, at least not in this moment. Maybe in a second when you're talking to each other to help each other. Heart x's divided by heart just leaves your x. Oh, your ex-boyfriend's so sad. Equals I don't know, maybe. Minus square, all divided by heart. Okay, so I know that some of you were being creative because I heard you saying, oh, now there's a space in the square. Now he's sad. But you can't just change the variable, and these are variables. You can't just change them because you want to. Okay? All right, let's do another one. But this time we're going to make it a little bit more algebraic looking. I still want you to solve for x. So you're going to do x over y minus L equals E. Solve for x. So I'm going to give you 2-ish minutes again. You're welcome to work with your friends and foes alike. Did I smash into you?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I got x equals b plus L times y.
All right, in 5 seconds, voices off, pencils down, eyes on the screen. 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so this time we were again solving for x. I want to get the x by itself. This looks similar to this. Same operations, different symbols, numbers. So what should I do first to get the x by itself? What? Plus L. So on the left, I have x over y equals, what's E plus L? E plus L. It wouldn't be L because I'm not multiplying. It's E plus L. Okay. Now I want to get the x by itself, so what do I need to do? Multiply by so I have x equals y times E plus L. And I would just leave it like that. I wouldn't even, you could distribute. You don't have to. Okay. Yes, Caleb.
Sometimes I like to change the.
Hold on. There's people that are talking and they're really rude.
I like to change the symbols up to like numbers, like 1, 2, 3, because
It's
it
easier.
makes more sense to me.
As long as your ending looks like that, that's fine.
Like, could this actually be an equation?
Yep.
And use it in, you can count your numbers up to that letter, and then that will be your number.
Sure. Okay. Voices off. People in the front, quit talking. Thanks. All right. Let's do another example. We'll call this example 3. Why not? Okay, we're going to do A equals BH. Okay. A equals BH is the formula for area. But sometimes you're given the area and you need to find a missing dimension. So this time we're going to figure out how we would solve for h. I want you to solve that one for h. This one should be pretty, like 30-second longish, if I had to guess, maybe max. Most of you are probably already done. Okay, what am I going to do to solve for h? Divide by b, because there's that invisible multiplication. So divide by b, divide by b. So a divided by b equals h. And I would turn it around and write it as h equals a over b. Okay. Let's do another example. I'm going to write it here just because I don't want to run out of space. Let's do a equals 1/2 b times h, which is the formula for area of a triangle. I want you to solve for b. That would be like if I was given all parts of a triangle, except I need to figure out the base of the triangle.
Do you need it signed?
When you've got it figured out and you've solved it for b, put your pencil down. So we're probably going to test over literal equations on Wednesday. So I know that seems fast, but you're literally solving a literal equation right now. You're doing it. So absolute value literal equation test will be Wednesday. If you're in my class, I'll post the study guide today. Show me with your fingers if you need 1 or 0 more minutes. All right, I'm going to go with 0 because that's the majority. Okay, I want to get the b by itself. That b right there by herself. Okay, what do I need to do? What would you guys do first? Divide by 1/2 or h, either way. Dividing by 1/2 is the same thing as multiplying by 2. So I'm going to multiply by 2. Multiply by 2. 2 times a is 2a. And then I just have my bh on the right. Okay, now I want to get the the b by itself. So I need to divide by h, divide by h. So I have 2a over h equals b. The end. Okay, we're going to do one more example, and then I'm going to let you get started on your assignment. I've run out of room, so I'm turning my page. If you didn't run out of room, good for you. Okay. This is example number 5. Okay. So we have 3x minus 2y equals 7, and I want you to solve it for y. Solve for y. Zyla, are you guys focused? Thanks. Yes, 3x minus 2y equals 7. Solve it for y, Carter. Are you solving it for y? What are you doing? Where's your stuff? So what have you been doing? Where's your stuff? Who knows? Who should I ask? Is it at home? Is it in the gutter? Is it in the trash? Where is it? Okay. Do you have any idea where it is? I'm doing a screen recording, so everything that's happening is being recorded. So I hope you think very wisely about where is your stuff?
I don't have it.
Is it at home?
No, like I don't actually have stuff. Like no.
So what have you been doing all year?
Like paper.
Where's your paper then? Okay, can you take out paper and pencil? So you do have stuff. When you've got this one, solve for y, put your pencil down. Kelby, leave it as a fraction. You don't need your calculator. Me, you can use it, but you don't need it. All right, let's look at number 5, example 5. Okay, so I want to isolate the y, which is right now attached to the -2. So what do I need to do first? Well, I want to get this. So I should subtract 3x. Okay, the side conversation needs to stop. Okay, I have a 3x and then I have a -2y. This is not being multiplied by the 2y. It's 3 and x are being multiplied, but they're not being multiplied by the y. So I'm not going to divide them. I'm going to take them away. I'm subtracting them. So now on this side I have -2y equals 7 minus 3x. Okay, now I have -2 times y. So what should I do? Divide by -2. So I have y equals, I would just leave it as, no, actually I wouldn't. Right now it's 7 minus 3x over -2. We usually want our variables to come first if possible. So another way to write this would be y equals -3x over -2 plus 7 over -2. Because all I did was I broke it apart into pieces. But I can simplify this further. What's a negative divided by a negative? So 3/2 x. Positive divided by negative is a negative. So really this is the proper way to write your answer. You'd probably lose a point. You wouldn't get the whole thing wrong. And I'd guess that Ms. Detlefson would agree. Like if you put this as your answer, you would get most of your points, but you'd probably lose 1 point for not writing it like properly like this. Okay? Okay, so if you are in my class, and I'm pretty sure if you're in Ms. Detlefson's class, the same goes, your assignment is posted to Google Classroom. So if you're in I'm going to show you how I post it if you're in my class. It looks like this. So it says literal equations. You are solving for the indicated variable in the parentheses on a separate sheet of paper. So for example, on number 1, it says P equals IRT, and then the T is in the parentheses, so you're solving for T. Number 2, A equals 2 times L plus W. You're solving for the W because it's in the parentheses, okay? If you're in my class, and Ms. Detlefson, I think is the same, the key is posted in the keys section in the Google folder, okay? What questions do you have before you get started? Okay. You can just do this in your notebook if you wanted to.